Well, I think to me personally, the Interreg program demonstrates in a nutshell the idea of European integration. And this means, for instance, turning enemies into partners, stimulating regional cooperation between regions, but as well between people.
Dans cette période passionnante de 1999 à 2004, où j'ai eu en charge la politique régionale, je suis arrivé ici avec une conviction et une expérience d'un élu de région frontalière, puisque j'ai été élu pendant presque 20 ans président de la Savoie, toute proche du Val d'Ost ou du Piémont italien, et on a l'habitude de coopérer. On faisait partie d'ailleurs à une époque du même royaume. Moi, je pense que le grand défi pour nous, c'est de réconcilier les citoyens avec l'Europe. Ça doit se faire par en haut, par de nouvelles politiques, moins de bureaucratie, plus d'actions communes sur les grands sujets, mais ça doit se faire aussi plus près des gens.
When I became commissioner, it was 2004, and new member states joined, new member states who desperately needed cooperation. And that's why Interreg was a chance to learn from others, first of all. And we all know that today challenges, problems, concerns, they do not respect borders. So cooperation through Interreg has been helping the new member states also to solve the problems which they were suffering from.
Building bridges could be an excellent example. I had the pleasure to inaugurate 3 bridges crossing different religious communities, different parts of Europe, or simply to build, so to say, a first bridge across the Danube between Bulgaria and Romania after ages, and really to connect people.
Actually, the most emotional visit I had, it was on the border between Germany and Poland. It was one of the hardest and tension point in the history.
Well, during my time in office, I think that the European peace program for Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland in the border counties has been really a great achievement. I was deeply moved when, long after my period, my term in the Commission, I got an invitation for a recognition ceremony in Belfast, and this invitation letter was signed jointly by the First Minister, Ian Paisley, and the Deputy First Minister, Martin McGuinness.
Moi, j'ai le souvenir notamment du rôle qu'Interreg joue et doit continuer à jouer, parfois très loin du continent européen, mais dans des départements ou des régions qui font partie de l'Union européenne, coopérer à partir de ces régions qui sont en quelque sorte à l'avant-garde géographique de l'Union européenne avec d'autres pays, et donc assurer plus de stabilité et en même temps participer à cet échange qui est au cœur même du projet européen.
I remember the first discussions on the Baltic Sea strategy, the Prime Minister of Sweden, of Finland coming to Brussels and pushing the Commission towards doing something. And that's, I think, Baltic Sea strategy just started a new experience, and then we followed with Danube, and others hopefully will come also.
I think the real evolvement of macro-regional strategies, if I could name, for instance, the Danube, but also the Baltic macro-regional strategies, are a very good example about the further development of territorial cooperation.
I remember also that we discovered that we don't want to suffer in our cooperation between the regions from the fact that single market is not yet perfect, that you have different rules on both sides of the border. So the initiative of European Groupings for Territorial Cooperation, which was also at that time, we started to work on it, was also, I think, an extremely good beginning of new solutions to the problems we have in Europe with the single market far from perfect yet.
I'm very happy to participate to this 25th anniversary, and I had a discussion with the Luxembourgish presidency and they put a lot of emphasis on Interreg programs, I'm sure during the presidency of Luxembourg and then during the Dutch presidency.
Interreg, a star of the EU.